Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon solo runs for Gen 1. This play is going to be with a Pokemon which I quite like. Again, not one that I've used a lot because I always pick the same team when I play this game, which is Starmie, Arbok, Charizard, Pidgeot, Tauros and Gengar. This Pokemon though, it's a favourite among a lot of people. A lot of people really do like this Pokemon, I can see why. Because it looks like a doggo, a very nice fancy doggo with Ninetails. Ninetails, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how good Ninetails is. I will, hang on, just let me turn this off. There we go, got it. Ninetails, so I've grown every Pokemon, every evolve, like Pokemon that evolve and every Pokemon that doesn't evolve. I haven't done pre-evolves, but I have grown every Pokemon on this game to level 100 before. I don't remember much about Ninetails. Looking at its stats, 13 attack, 12 defense, they're quite low. Speed and special are okay. They're not like massive, but they're not bad. So Ninetails' speed and its special is going to be its best kind of attributes for this run. 91 to level 6, so it is in like a medium level up group. So we're starting with Ember, Tail Whip, Quick Attack and Roar. So we've only got two moves that are going to cause any damage. How much does Ember? Actually, Ember would do a lot more, well, not a lot more, but a little bit more because of the difference in attack and special as those stats begin to open up. So yeah, Ninetails, I'm not going to say with 100% certainty because I thought that Flareon could learn Dig, and it could not. Ninetails being a dog of its size, in theory, should be able to dig a hole, but we will see when we get there. After all, Dragonite couldn't learn Mega Punch for some bizarre reason. But I like Ninetails. It's a cool Pokemon, it's not common. I mean, in most Pokemon games, finding a Vulpix can be a bit of a challenge. Finding a Firestone as well to use it on your Vulpix is, it's a rarity. It's not like a commonly used Pokemon, but a lot of people wouldn't say that they dislike Ninetails. So, yeah. Let's look ahead at the gyms. Brock shouldn't be too hard, mainly because, Ninetails and Ember. Because Brock's Pokemon have such poor special, Ember's actually quite effective. If we look ahead to Misty, Misty will probably be difficult. When I did Flareon's run, I had to skip past and go to Surge because Flareon was just getting pasted by Starmie. So, alright, Ember on Weedle, yep. So these are all going to be one-shots. So Ninetails, its special stat is really good. That's going to give it, like, massive advantages during the end of the game. As soon as I hit Lorelei, it's probably going to be the same as all the other fire types. Ninetails is probably going to struggle with Lorelei. Flareon struggled with it. Who am I thinking of? Arcanine. Arcanine really struggled with Lorelei. So did Magma. So if you're a fire type, you're struggling with Lorelei. Her first four aren't too bad. You can get through them okay. It's as soon as you hit Lapras. Lapras is usually the one that undoes everything, but we will see when we get there. Surge, assuming Ninetails can learn Dig, Surge will be very easy. That will also be the case for Erica as well. Now also, where have I put my phone? I'm going to do a quick Google. I don't usually look at learn sets often before doing runs, but I will in this case because Ninetails has been hit by Sand Attack, hasn't it? Yep. Fantastic. And it must have been hit by a few of them because it keeps... Oh, there's a burn. That could actually win me the battle. Ah, nice. There we go. Because I don't think Ninetails learns Flamethrower. I think you have to learn that as a Vulpix. Ninetails Gen 1 learn set. yeah, it has no level up moves. I'm stuck with this learn set until I get TMs. Pre-evolution moves, Flamethrower and Fire Spin. Okay, I am looking at the moveset. Yes, Ninetails can learn Dig. It can learn Body Slam, it can learn Fire Blast. And to be honest, that's about it. It doesn't really have any other good moves, so... who did I do? I did Flareon. So Flareon learnt Flamethrower, which was much easier in the end. Flareon got it done at level 70. The fire Pokemon that don't learn Flamethrower, they haven't been able to get through the Elite Four until like level 80. Arcanine was like level 81, I think, when it finally won. Rapidash was level... It was in the 70s, I know that. But yeah, that's the same issue that Ninetails is inevitably going to face as well. Is because it doesn't learn Flamethrower, it's losing one of those key moves that would really give it an advantage later on. So Ninetails with 2 burns on Geodude means it didn't lose any health. That's really, really lucky. Alright. One more Ember will do it. Okay, with Brock done, we will head over to Mount Moon, go through Rock Tunnel. Sorry, Rock Tunnel, Cerulean City. Hasn't really been that long of a day. I have already done one run. I did Flareon's run earlier on this same day. So, but I release the videos just kinda as I see the gaps in my schedule. Pokemon videos aren't the only ones I do. I do some with Super Smash Bros. Melee, if anyone played that back in the GameCube days. I've been playing the original Donkey Kong. If you have a subscription on Nintendo Switch, you can play some of these like really old retro games on the virtual consoles. They're really cool. I do still have my Super Nintendo. It's just a pain in the ass to set up because all the cables for it are stashed in a wardrobe behind me and they all get tangled up. They're all in a spaghetti mess, so it's a pain in the ass to set up. So having that virtual console is fun. In saying that, that virtual console also, when you enter like the buttons on it, like when I was playing Super Mario 3, because the Super Nintendo doesn't process as fast as a Nintendo Switch, the frame rate as well, like the game doesn't react the same as I remember on Super Nintendo. I keep running into enemies by accident, I keep overshooting jumps, because the Super Nintendo's inputs sort of like were sort of lagged, if that makes sense. That's gone on the Nintendo Switch, so it's like you're playing the game like with a faster reaction speed, like you need a faster reaction speed than the Super Nintendo, because I tried to play it on Switch and I just couldn't do Super Mario 3. I then put my Super Nintendo in to test that theory, and sure enough, I was able to play the game a lot easier. So, yeah. But I would probably get used to it if I played it for a little bit. Donkey Kong Country doesn't seem to have that issue though. I seem to be able to play Donkey Kong Country pretty easily. Mind you, the Switch controller's a little bit like different because I'm used to playing it with a Super Nintendo controller, and those things are like thin and sleek, whereas the additional Nintendo Switch controller that I have, like they're bulky. A little bit bulky and really, really light as well, those Nintendo Switch controllers. I'll give them that. Doesn't feel like there's anything in them. Ooh, Quick Attack's not doing... Ninetails must not have very good attack, because it didn't hit itself hard in Confusion either. Fry up a Goldeen. What level are we? 18. Let's do a quick stat check. Yeah, Special and Speed. Well, they're not that far ahead of the rest of its stats. I'm going to go up to Nugget Bridge. Let's try and... Pidgeotto still outspeeds, that's not good. Oh, crit. What a hit. Great hit. Ember, good get down Rattata. Ember on Squirtle. Bubble's only doing 7. Oh, okay, that's a prob. Oh, there's a crit. What do we get? We get Tackle. Wow. If it went for Water Gun, that would have been a knockout. If it went for Bubble, I probably would have survived because I think Bubble only did like 7 HP. If it went for Water Gun, that would have definitely been a knockout. So, lucky win. But I've said it before, I don't pick the AI's moves. So, what other games do I do on my channel? I've recently finished Need for Speed Underground 2. Does everyone remember playing Underground 2 back in the day? It was a fantastic game. Very basic, but that's all it needed. Although quite difficult as well. I did one where I got a perfect game, so that means I got 300 rep points in every race. I had the game on easy, and it was still obscenely difficult to actually achieve that. So who knows what it's like on actual hard difficulty. It'd be almost impossible. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal Ninetails to get my Ember PP back. Okay. Has anyone played Park Beyond before? Park Beyond is a theme park simulator game, which is quite fun. It's a little bit tedious, but it's like, it's not tedious. I was trying to think of the right way to describe it. Like, it's tedious to play sometimes, but the tedious is worth the play, if that makes sense. So, like, no amount of tedious gameplay is ever good, but sometimes, like, it's worth it being a little bit tedious because the end result is really cool. That's what you can get with Park Beyond. And it's also like anything where I'm running a virtual like game business. It's just fun. I mean, it's a big step up from the other theme park game that I played, which was titled Theme Park World. I had that on PS1, and man, Theme Park World holds a lot of memories. But man, that game is Theme Park World. The graphics on that, you look at that now, and oh my god, it's like pixel mess, but it's good pixel mess. Fond memories. Alright, now that I've got the TM for Dig, let's get that onto Ninetails. Get rid of... There we go. Alright, Misty. Can we beat Misty? I'm gonna say we might actually be okay. Our special stat's not bad. I'm gonna go for Dig though, because it is base 100 in Gen 1. Let's not forget that. Ninetails' attack isn't that high. One shots star you though. Do I outspeed Starmie? I do. There's Bubble Beam. We don't want to get hit by that. Critical hit. Okay, that... Yes, Ninetails will win. That's the difference between fire Pokemon that can learn Dig and those fire Pokemon that cannot learn Dig. Dig is such a powerful move in this game. And what else have I played recently? Oh, let me just grab that. Where is it? It's on that tile. There we go. I started playing Pokemon Arceus Legends. I bought it when it came out. I played it for like... I got to Jubilife Village and I went and sort of walked around the wilderness and caught a couple of Pokemon. And then I never touched it again. Then Scarlet and Violet came out, I bought that, and I really like those games. I played them a lot. So, I haven't got Spearow yet. Okay, quick attack. Ugh. Let's try that again. Ah, it's critical hit twice. I meant to get one in Cerulean and I forgot. Ah, Ninetails, stop getting crits. Supposed to be rare. There we go. It still only just survived. Alright, Great Ball. There we go. While I'm here, might as well pick up that escape rope. But I don't need the escape rope now because I have Dig. Which means, let's do a bag drop. Let's get rid of that. get rid of these. And let's get rid of this. Oh, did I pick up that ether? I'll get rid of that. I never end up using it. There's bubble beam. Okay, that'll do. Alright, we've got Spearow. I'll trade that for Farfetch'd after I get off the St. Anne. Look, Arceus Legends. So I started playing it again from that first time. So like I had somewhat of an idea of how the game. Oops, I did not mean to battle her. No, it's okay. Arceus Legends is really good. Won't lie, it's the concept of that game is fantastic. I think something's going on with my A button on my controller. I think it's starting to feel its age. For those wondering, I actually use an Xbox 360 controller. Still works in today's PCs or laptops. So, hang on, I've just had something pop up on my recording. There we go. Everything is still... Yes, everything is still working. Nothing worse when you're doing a run and you lose the whole thing because like there was an error or something. War Turtle, 2 body slams. So along with dig and body slam, and probably have to use Fire Blast over Ember because Ember is just not powerful enough. Alright, let's trade Spearow. Oops. And I'm not even gonna need to heal, am I? So I got up to... I battled on Arceus Legends. I got up to... what they call him, Cleaver, I think they called him. That I don't know what Pokemon that was. So I'm not too familiar with new gen Pokemon because I'm always too preoccupied solo running Pokemon games that are damn near 30 years old. But so it's one of these two. Will it be the same one? Nah, dang. So 50-50 top left or one directly to the right. Alright. But yeah, I really like Arceus Legends. It's actually really fun. Mind you, like to pass it, I don't believe this. But to like pass it 100%. Oh my god, this is doing my head in. To pass Arceus Legends like perfect, man, that's asking a lot. Oh, I'm exiting and re-entry. Oops, I've accidentally initiated a battle. Arceus Legends looks like it is going to take an insane amount of time to like... If you want to pass that game like 100%, get comfortable because you're going to be sitting there for a long, long time. Like you've got to watch Pokemon use moves a certain amount of times. You need to evolve more than like... You need to evolve it more than once. You need to catch like 25 of all of them. Like it's a tedious game, but it's really fun. The whole concept of like you're almost like a researcher and you're out in the field just catching Pokemon. Like, oh, this is cursed. Honestly, I've never had this happen with this puzzle. Like I said, it's 50-50. It's either right next to it or like on the right hand side, or it is in the top left. Oh, finally. Wow. Alright. Surge's battle is going to be easier than the puzzle to get to him. Alright, Ninetails cannot learn Thunderbolt, so we will sell that to him eventually. But yeah, so I did Cleaver. I've done like 20 of the requests, and I think I've done about 6 missions or so, and I'm like, given the size of the map and all that, and how it looks like is Jubilife the only town in it? It looks like on the map, it looks like Jubilife Village is the only town in the game. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, that's also very unique for Pokemon. So, but anyway, also the battling on Arceus Legends is really strange. I had a level 22 Rowlet that went up against a level 4 Bidoof, and the Bidoof nearly beat me. It took like 2/3 of my health, and it took me like 3 hits to knock the Bidoof out with, like, is it Leaf Edge or something that Rowlet has? It seems like the levels don't mean anything on that game. The Pokemon's stats are all like way out of whack from what they usually are too. Like level 4 Pokemon have like 88 HP. So it's very different, but I also like, you know, pick that Super Potion and deposit Farfetch in case I get knocked out by that hiker. But yeah, so far I really like Arceus Legends. I just wish the battling was a bit more consistent, if that makes sense, because I feel like the battling is like way out of whack. Because I was fighting one of the alpha Pokemon. It was a Parasect, and it was level 30, so my level 22 Dartrix I wasn't expecting to win, but I took off most of its health. And then Dartrix got knocked out. I sent out a level 10 Starly, which had first turn because of the... Oops, did not mean to battle him. So yeah, Starly came out and it had first turn because of like the way Parasect had been doing its moves. And so I used Aerial Ace and I ended up knocking out this Parasect, which still had like a little bit of health left. And that's when I was thinking, do levels mean anything on this game? My Starly went from level 10 to level 16. Evolved into Staraptor. Well, I manually evolved into Staraptor, as that game likes you to do. Oh, I didn't mean to go for Ember. And then I hit Dig on Graveler. Might have been lucky to win that then, with Ninetails. But yeah, Arceus Legends is a very... The concept of the game is fantastic. I really like it. So I will play it through... that Max Ether, I don't really need that either, do I? Scarlet and Violet, I really like Scarlet and Violet. The world... People say, oh, the world map's so big and there's so little in it. Which, look, I see the point of view, that is true. The world map on Scarlet and Violet is, like, monstrous. And yeah, it's insanely empty. But I don't mind that, because if you watch the anime, it's literally how it is in the anime. When Ash, Brock and Misty are wandering around in, like, the Johto journeys, they are wandering through all these wilderness paths, and there is nothing in them but wilderness. So it's kind of how the anime is. So I don't mind the big empty open map, because I can just roam around and explore the same area for like the 7th time and find another item that I missed. Like, it's annoyingly soothing in a way. I find the game very soothing. Okay, Celadon City. Let's go pick up Fly. I need Farfetch. So, yeah, Arceus Legends, really good. I really like it. Scarlet and Violet, I really like it. Which Pokemon games haven't I played? I've played the remakes of Diamond and Pearl. I haven't played the originals, believe it or not. I never had a Game Boy Advanced, and I never had a Nintendo Switch. So, I have played the original Ruby Alpha, so Ruby... What's the other one? I've gone blank. Ruby... Sapphire. Oh god. There we go. I've played the original Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. Mind you, I've played Emerald more than I have... hang on, where should I go first? No, let's do Erica first. So it's a little bit more of an equal battle, but Erica's going to get slaughtered. The original Emerald's really good. The secret base mechanic in that is like insane. They never topped that from Gen 3. I've played Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby when I bought my 3DS. I have played the both of them. They were really good. A lot of people weren't happy with the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I didn't mind them, but then again, I never played the original, so I went into that game with a completely new perspective. I had never played the originals. A lot of people weren't happy with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, as apparently they didn't really hold true to how good the original actually was. Which, you know, I can get that. I've seen gameplay and all that of the original Diamond and Pearl, and I see where people are coming from. Black and White, I've played like the first 3 gyms of Black and White. But yeah, I really hope they become available on an emulator or some sort. Like, I'm surprised that Pokemon haven't re-released all those old games for purchase on the Nintendo Switch store. Like that to me is really surprising, because I feel like that is lost money. Like when they re-released Red, Blue and Yellow on the 3DS, I'm pretty sure, with confidence, I'm pretty sure a lot of people bought them. I bought all 3 of them. Grab the other PP up, that'll be for Fire Blast later on. So I'm amazed that Pokemon have not released all those old DS, Game Boy games, 3DS games on the Nintendo Switch store, because it wouldn't be too difficult to port it, I wouldn't imagine. And then, like, you could have the whole series all on your Switch. It also means that I'd be able to record gameplay of them on. I mean, obviously there's emulators you can get to play those games, but it's just curious to me, as in terms, point of view from a business perspective, I feel like there's money being lost by not having those games available on the Switch, like in the Nintendo store. Ekans. Sandshrew and Arbok. What Pokemon games have I played? I have played, obviously, Red and Blue. I have played the original Yellow. Those in a set. Gen 2, Silver, Gold and Crystal. A lot of people don't like the post-game in that. I get where they're coming from, because the post-game is a bit empty. But it was the limitations of the cartridge at the time. Believe me, they did well to fit that game on the cartridge to begin with. Heart Gold, I haven't played Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Fire Red Leaf Green. Fire Red Leaf Green I've played up to Mount Moon. Then I got preoccupied doing solo runs on this. From what I played on Fire Red, I think it was Fire Red that I was playing. Fantastic remake. It looked beautiful. Same with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It's like Emerald's, closer to Emerald's graphics with those original games. They're really cool. I will play them eventually. Gen 2. Gen 2, I remember it was the year 2000 and it was Christmas time. I opened up a present and inside was Pokemon Silver. And when I played through that game for the first time, it was quite amazing. You had all these new Pokemon, you had the originals as well, in this whole new world that you were exploring, all new trainers to battle. You had screaming at your Game Boy and almost being in tears when you were trying to beat Whitney for the first time. Same with Morty. I reckon Morty was the first time you tried to beat him and that bloody Gengar. But I remember the first time the game told me, fly to New Bark Town and surf to the right and head for the Indigo Plateau. And when you step on the little bit of land there, there's a guy that comes up and says, check your Pokegear map, you have just entered Kanto for the first time. At that time, I didn't actually know that Gen 1's region was called Kanto. I was a kid. I thought it was Indigo or something, like for the Indigo League. That's what the episodes were called, but I didn't know it was called Kanto. But I opened the map and I was like, oh, that map looks familiar, and I couldn't quite pinpoint where I had seen it before. Remember, I was only a kid as well. So I went through the Elite Four, and then come the next part of the game, it says to get onto the ship and head over to Vermilion City. And I was like, wait, Vermilion City as in Vermilion City, like red, blue and yellow. And sure enough, I got to revisit all the red, blue and yellow gyms and all that in the Gen 2 game, and it was the most incredible thing that I had ever seen at the time. Like, that was... ooh. I think Ninetails might lose. Ah, no, he used an X attack. Haha. Okay. You know what, I might actually go battle Koga first. But yeah, Gen 2, the Silver and Gold and Crystal. I've played Crystal more than Silver and Gold, obviously, because you get the extra tidbits of story with Suicune, the Unknown as well. So obviously I play Crystal more than I play Silver and Gold. Same with Yellow. I would be doing this on Yellow version if the code worked. I can't find a code to change Pikachu as the starter. My code only works on Red and Blue, so that's why I play Red and Blue. In terms of story, like, you get that little bit of extra on Pokemon Yellow as well than what you do with Red and Blue. Like, you get Team Rocket with Jesse and James make their little cameos and all that. Just south of this city, down in Yellow, taking time out of the run, but that's okay. There's actually a little house here in Yellow, in that little beach area there, just south of Fuchsia City. And it's got the Surfing Pikachu minigame. And, oh, that's another game I've played recently, Pokemon Stadium. I never got to play that as a kid because I never had a Nintendo 64. So, being able to play Pokemon Stadium today is really cool. It's also on the Switch. It's on the Nintendo 64 Virtual Console. Man, Pokemon Stadium is really hard. Like, I struggled to pass it. Mind you, it only took me... Actually, it took me a while because I kept losing. But, you know, it's fun to be able to play these games that I never got to as a kid, and I still like playing them. So, yeah, I'm releasing Pokemon Stadium videos quite a lot lately. Oh, there's a lot on the schedule. I didn't not... Wait, did I put ducks in? I did. Body Slam didn't do it. There we go. Good. Okay. Wheezing. Dig. Go for self-destruct. Toxic. Toxic. Okay. Get under the ground again. X attack. Oh, critical hit. Give me a crit. No. No! No! Koga, you salty bastard. You couldn't just use self-destruct when I was under the ground? Is that Ninetails' first loss? I think it is. It's actually done really well. Okay. Use self-destruct. Toxic. Toxic. Ooh, Ninetails didn't get affected. Self-destruct. Smog. Toxic. And now Body Slam. Haha. So, yeah, Pokemon Stadium. I'm doing videos of all the gyms and stuff on that. I don't have commentary on that, though. But, yeah. Look, Pokemon Stadium's a really cool game, although a lot of the features you can't do because it wants you to insert a game pack, which was referred to as a Game Boy Color. Back in the day, a lot of those features, obviously, to my knowledge, aren't like available in the Nintendo 64 virtual one. But what you would do is you would get an adapter for your Nintendo 64, and you could slot your Game Boy cartridge into the Nintendo 64, and then you could upload data to your Game Boy cartridge, your Pokemon game cartridge. That's how you got the Pikachu with Surf on Yellow. Whenever I play my Yellow on my PC like this, I just use a code to give my Pikachu Surf, because I can't put it into a Nintendo 64. But that's what you would do. There was also was either a Slowpoke or a Psyduck. No, I think it was a Psyduck that could learn Amnesia, which when I played it younger, I didn't really see what the big deal about that was, but Amnesia is actually a stupidly overpowered technique in this game. Okay, let's go battle the rival. Actually, I need the card key first, don't I? No, oh no. We'll get rid of that. I might actually start picking this Ray Candy up, especially for fire types, as they are going to need it. But yeah, Pokemon Stadium, while difficult, the only thing is I can only use rental Pokemon, which on Pokemon Stadium you had the option of using rental Pokemon, which the game had like pre-programmed in. And the rental Pokemon, while like still the same strength and all that as what they should be, a lot of them don't have really solid movesets. Like Charmander, for example, will have like Flamethrower and Fire Blast. If you pick Charizard, it'll have Ember. So yeah, but otherwise, if you had... Sorry, I just need to... itch. So the curse of wearing headsets is your ears get really, really itchy. But yeah, because I can't put like my game pack into the Nintendo 64, you can you put your Game Boy cartridge in and you can actually use your proper team and you can have good moves. That would make the game a lot easier. But because I couldn't do that, I had to win it with the rental Pokemon, and that was not easy. But I got it done in the end. Alright, let's grab Lapras. That was a first try victory on the rival as well. Oh, if that Marowak used a Bone Club, that could have knocked me out. I've still got super potions, don't I? Yeah. Rhyhorn, dig. Nidoqueen, dig. And dig will do. Okay, let's take on Sabrina. By far, best Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium was Alakazam. Even though it was a rental, it only had Confusion. It didn't have any stronger Psychic attack, but because Alakazam's special is just so obscenely high, it was so good in Pokemon Stadium. Alright, Venomoth is down. Alakazam, let's go for dig. Body Slam will do it, even though it was a crit, but let's go. Alright, let's head over to Blaine, over on Cinnabar Island. I do still need to give Warden his gold teeth. Let's see if I forget. I should be okay. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's a max repels. Alright, so Blaine should actually be pretty easy because we have dig. Dig makes so much difference. If you have a fire type that knows dig, like these runs become so much easier. Okay, down through the middle. So, when I was playing Pokemon Stadium, I wasn't able to use Mewtwo or Mew. I was only able to use up to Dragonite, number 149. I think to get Mew and Mewtwo on it, I think you have to have your Game Boy cartridge inserted and get them that way, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Because even after beating like the Elite Four on it and the Rival, I still don't have Mewtwo and Mew. So I would assume you had to get them on the cartridge and put them over to Pokemon Stadium, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe one day I will go and seek out all those old adapters and stuff. There is one for the Super Nintendo as well. You can put in, so you can play original Yellow, Blue and Red, Silver, Gold and Crystal on your Super Nintendo. Super Boy Advance, I think the peripheral was called. Little thing that you just slot in like a regular game into your Super Nintendo, and then yeah, you can play all these. So Blaine beaten at his own game, and I've got no choice but to teach Fire Blast because Ember will just not be strong enough. So I will have to risk it with a Fire Blast. Which also means it needs more PP because it's only got 5. Alright, for Giovanni, Dig will do most of his team in. Ooh, at least I thought it would. Doug Trio, we do outspeed and hit with Body Slam. If Doug Trio hit us with Dig, it would no doubt be a one-shot. Alright, last one is Rhydon. Fire Blast hits. If Rhydon is going for Fissure, it's not going to work, because if the opponent is faster, Fissure will never hit. And if you are faster and you're using Fissure, it's 30% accuracy. Unless you use an X accuracy, then it becomes 100%. Which, when I use Rapidash, I use that strategy against Lorelei, because Lorelei deserved it. Let's see how Ninetails does in this battle, just at level 47. Pidgeot no longer has Sand Attack, although Pidgeot did a lot of damage to me. Alright, Alakazam, let's use Dig. Alakazam also outspeeds me. Alright, Blastoise. Oh, we did hit Paralysis, but yeah, Hydro Pump will knock us out. Okay, let's get some candies into Ninetails. Mainly because I don't want to have to sit here for 20 minutes trying to get Ninetails past this stupid battle. Alright, Fire Blast, good hit. Rhyhorn, dig, good. Growlithe, dig, good. Execute, Fire Blast, good. Alakazam, dig. Now outspeeds, very good. Blastoise, let's go with dig. Ooh. Oh, withdraw. Alright, I'm gonna have to go for Fire Blast. Good. Oh, it was a crit. It may or may not have mattered. It would have been very close to surviving if it wasn't a critical hit, but we are through. And we don't have to do any more battles unless I accidentally run into one for the rest of the game until we reach the Elite Four. You know it. I forgot it. Okay. There's one more red candy, and believe me, Ninetails is going to need it because Lorelei this is about the same level I was with Flareon. I think Flareon might have been level 60 or 61. Okay, into Victory Road. Let's get some repels going. Get those wild Pokemon away. So, yeah, I'm excited to play through more of Legends Arceus. When I'd done like 20 of the requests and I was looking at the map and I'm thinking, well, if it is only the one city, maybe this game will be quite short. So, you know, I decided to take a quick peek on the internet. A little bit of a, well, not so much of a spoiler because I don't know what's going on. I'm like, let me just see how many requests there are. If I've done 20, I've probably done most of them already by now, right? There's like 108 or like 120 because I think 108's got like 12 different parts. I was like, what? Okay. I did a fifth of them, and to be fair, it was in like my first few hours of the playthrough, which I actually thought wasn't too bad, to be honest. But yeah, there's still much of that game left to go. It's actually, I don't really know what happens in the game. When I was looking at where to catch a Rowlet, so I was looking to see like how do I, because usually you can't catch starters. Well, at least in traditional Pokemon games, like older ones. And then I was thinking, okay, do I catch a Rowlet? And then it said something about in the like space-time continuum rift, and I'm like, ooh, fancy. So yes, I can catch another Rowlet. So okay, let's deposit Ducks and Lapras, and let's stock up some full restores. That'll do. All right, let's go. Did I use that last red candy? I did not. Okay, level 58. Let's do a stat check. I reckon Flareon was better. Okay, let's go. Although Flareon didn't have dig. Alright, Fire Blast, good shot. Fire Blast, good shot. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam. Dig. Body Slam. Gah. Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Oh, Hydro Pump will knock me out. But I didn't lose so much health against Slowbro. I think Slowbro must have used Growl or something on me. Alright, get rid of Cloyster and Dugong. Let's use Body Slam on Slowbro. Nice, Slowbro's... it's... Ninetails' attack stat isn't good, is it? It's quite low. Oh, Lapras missed. Ninetails has gone like 10 for 10 for Fire Blast in the last couple of battles. And we are past Lorelei. Fire Blast on Onyx, that's good. Let's use Body Slam on... Let's use Dig. Oh my god. Ninetails' attack must be really bad. What is its attack? Yeah, to be fair, that's not great. And 3 of its attacks are physical, which is even worse. Fire Blast, oh, good hit. That is an absolute clutch hit. Although I will... Do I still have that max ether? I don't. Oh, I do. Ooh, that means though... Well... Oh, I do have Dig. Okay, Fire Blast, yeah. Dig, nice. Dig, nice. Dig, nice. Dig won't do much against most of Lance's team, so I won't use an elixir yet. Gyarados is always an issue. I pretty much just wasted that max ether as well. So unfortunately, Gyarados is going to be an issue, as it always is for fire types. Hydro Pump's a very powerful move, does a lot of damage. But because Ninetails' attack is so... Ah, I got knocked out against Bruno. But to be fair, I wasn't at full health, but still, that's funny. Give Bruno some clout. How much is... Geez, Fire Blast doesn't even do much against Slowbro. Slowbro is actually the tough one right now. What level are we? 63. To be fair, Ninetails doesn't feel like it's that far off, to be honest. So it may actually be the best performing fire Pokemon yet. I can't remember what level Magmar was. Magmar also learned Psychic though, that's why he was so good. So I remember Magmar being really good. Okay, Fire Blast, that one-shots. Get down Machamp, very nice. Agatha, Agatha's easy for a change because I have Dig. Except for Golbat. Oh dear, I'm stuck with Quick Attack. Not the move you really want to be stuck with, but it's okay. I've got no choice but to use an elixir, otherwise I've got no chance against Gyarados. Fire Blast hits, and that's going to be 3 hits, and oh my god. Wow. The whole run is just going to completely split apart because of that Gyarados. And I'm actually failed to beat Lorelei that time. Mind you, I did get Clamp used on me and it hit 5 times. 4 or 5, something like that. Look, to be fair, Ninetails has actually been pretty good. It's done better than what I thought it would. Hitmonlee doing that much damage shows how poor Ninetails' physical defense is. Yeah, that's not good at all. Alright, we're reaching Lance pretty easily. The whole thing comes apart because of this stupid Gyarados. And, I mean, it doesn't matter now, Quick Attack's not going to be able to do it. But I need to be able to 2-shot Gyarados with Body Slam, and that's not looking likely anytime soon. So I reckon Ninetails is stuck for a bit, trying to get through Gyarados. Good thing is though, because Ninetails is getting to Gyarados or to Lance almost every time, it means it is... Ooh, holy hell, that did some damage. I've only got 4 HP left. Will Dig do it? Ah, oh my god. Bruno. Ah, Bruno. Okay. Oh, of course he did. Alright. Golbat went for Haze, which got the confusion off of me. You know you play this game too much when you can have it run at this speed, see a glimpse of the move that was used, and just instantly know what happened. Alright, so we're 3 hits with Body Slam on Gyarados. Gyarados only needs 2 with Hydro Pump to get rid of us. So that in itself is a massive hurdle for Ninetails. We're now at level 70. This is a level that Flareon was when it defeated the Elite Four. Alright, we are back at Lance again. Body Slam. Lance used Hyper Potion. Well, that hardly seems fair. There's been a couple of runs where I've just been like, ah, you know what, to hell with this, and used a full restore, but it's uncommon. Now, Fire Blast is supposed to be like the same accuracy as Fire Spin. I don't care what anything says, Fire Spin is not 85% accurate on this game. It is like, it is a legitimate 50-50. Let me check the moveset. Is there anything that I can give? There really isn't. Ninetails does not learn good moves. Like, oh, it learns like okay moves, but not for this run. There's nothing more that I can give it. I mean, there is Mimic, but I'm not going to teach Mimic to it. I don't want to rely on Mimic as a strategy. There is a glitch with Mimic where if you Mimic a move, and then I think if you move it around in your move order, like Hate do with the select button, I think the move becomes permanent or something like that. I know there's a glitch in this game to make a mimicked move become permanent. And, well, I'm not going to do that. Alright, Body Slam, Hydro Pump has almost one-shot me with a critical hit. Ninetails either needs a critical hit or needs to level up a few more times to be able to two-shot Gyarados. If it wasn't for that Gyarados, it may have even already won. Its Lance's Gyarados is pretty much undone the entire run. Which is a shame because Ninetails has actually done really, really good. But I don't think it did as good as Flareon. Flareon in Gen 1 is by far the best fire type. It's a little bit slow, but yeah, Flareon is fantastic. Its attack stat would reach close to 300, and so would its special. Like, it hits like a tank. Issue with Flareon though, physical defense, quite bad. So if you get something with enough strength to kick it hard enough, it will take a lot of damage. Alright, Body Slam. Alright, that looks like a two-shot. Oh, almost. Paralyzed, fully paralyzed. Ninetails is getting very, very close. I can tell with Slowbro as well, it's only taking like 3 hits to knock Slowbro out. but it's probably going to have to be around level 80 or so to get the win, which is the same. It's pretty much the same story as Arcanine. Arcanine flew through the first part of the game, very much the same as Ninetails. Then it got to the Elite Four and it just completely fell apart. Okay, back at the Gyarados again. Full restore. I have done a run with Gyarados. Gyarados was really good. Gyarados, remember though, can also... Oh, I'm out of Body Slam PP. If I didn't run out of Body Slam PP, I might have won that. What was I saying? Gyarados, yeah, Gyarados is really good. Gyarados, believe it or not, can learn Thunderbolt, which gave it another absolute tank move along with its Ice Beam, Surf. What did I have on Gyarados? I had Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and it can learn Fire Blast as well. But I think I had Dragon Rage. I think I kept Dragon Rage on it. Even though at this stage of the game, Dragon Rage is, yeah, it's not really any use because 40 set damage of 40 isn't really that handy at this stage. There's more powerful moves out there than that. There you go. Golbat used Haze after it used Confuse Ray on me. And Gengar. And we still have... Ooh, I need to buy more full restores. Crud. Oh, fully paralyzed. Hydro Pump hits. But we have finally defeated Gyarados for the first time. Now, this is a Pokemon I'm worried about too. No, it doesn't matter. I outspeed it now. Dragonite is also part flying, so I can't use Dig. I'll tell you what. Full restore. Alright, there we go. 5 more. I think Ninetails, I think this is the attempt that does it. It's almost one-shotting Lapras with Fire Blast. Oh, I missed with Dig. That's 1 in 256. I really should be using Dig against Bruno instead of Body Slam. That may actually be a tactical mistake as well. I also should have used Quick Attack when I nearly knocked out Hitmonchan, or Lee, whichever one it was. Yeah, Quick Attack. I'm strong enough there. Dig's pretty much useless against Lance. Alright, Body Slam. Oh, fantastic. Good, very good. Alright, Body Slam. Let's get rid of the Dragonairs. That's good. Okay, Fire Blast on Aerodactyl. Needed 2. The other one was a crit, and I've only got Quick Attack left for Dragonite, but... Oh, you bastard. I think it's safe to say now that we could probably use... I'm out of Fire Blast because I missed a couple of them. I think it's safe to say that we can use a Elixir before Lance. Haunter. Yeah, let's fully heal up Ninetails, and now I reckon Ninetails will do it. What is it, level 82? That's... Ah! It got hit by a crit with Hydro Pump. That was really, really unlucky. That should not have ended that way. It has ended with us now losing one of our elixirs. But this is the absolute curse with fire types in this game. They reach the Elite Four and they're just not useful. As you can see with this run with Ninetails. Like, Ninetails is more than powerful enough. It would probably smash a rival. It's just getting past Lance while maintaining enough PP. And, you know, because you can't buy elixirs, you don't really want to waste them either. I'm going to use Quick Attack against Dragonair. Fire Blast nearly knocks out Aerodactyl. The second one does. Alright, Body Slam on Dragonite. Then a crit. Well done. Finally, we are past level 84. That's the final level does not reflect how good Ninetails has been. Ninetails has been really good. Alright, Body Slam on Pidgeot. 2 Body Slams on Pidgeot. Body Slam on Alakazam. Fire Blast on Rhydon. Dig on Arcanine. Fire Blast on Exeggutor. Body Slam on Blastoise. 2 Body Slams. Win. Easy win against a rival. It was just that damn Gyarados that was the problem. If Lance's Gyarados wasn't in the way, Ninetails would have done this a lot earlier and a lot lower level. That's the highest level I think any Pokemon has been. I don't think even Rattata was level 85. And look, to be honest, the speed and the special aren't too bad. Even its attack and its defense, they're not horrible. Overall, Ninetails has a lot more balance than what Flareon does. In fact, Ninetails would probably defeat Flareon in a head-to-head battle because of Ninetails. Flareon's got really bad physical defense as well, and Ninetails has Dig, which is super effective. Ninetails would beat Flareon in a head-to-head. So, but, well, that's how this run went. Unfortunately, the fire types just don't do well in the end. They do great throughout the whole game, just not in the end. Well, if you've stuck around this long, thank you. I do appreciate the company. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well. I will see you in the next run. Farewell.